Happy new moon, everyone. Wow, I mean, the energies right now are intense. I'm sure everyone is feeling it in one way or another that things are speeding up. Things are getting really intense. It's so much power coming into the planet right now that it's affecting our lives individually. And a lot of you are asking, what are some great things you can be doing, at this time to really take care of ourselves? So when this, growth, when this acceleration is taking place, what can we do to really make sure it's grounded and integrated in us in a balanced way? So if any of you are having a tough time right now, I'm going to share with you, my own checklist. Like if I'm ever having a tough time energetically, I go through this checklist to make sure everything's okay, make sure everything's aligned. So the first one for me, and it's funny, I'm actually doing it right now because I was feeling a little blocked energetically today, is that are you spending enough time in nature? Number one, get into nature. So many things in our lives can just be solved if we just take a break, and we get into nature, because amazing things happen when we're in the natural world. Our body gets to reset, any static, any charge in our field actually dissipates. So it's just something really therapeutic and healing about nature where you don't even have to think about it. You don't even have to try or do anything. Just get into nature and just let nature work her magic on you. So number two, how are you eating? So much of our mind and our thoughts and our emotions are driven by the type of food we're putting into our bodies. So check in. What is the type of food are you eating? Are you drinking enough water? Are you drinking clean water? Are you eating enough food? Are you eating in a way that really honors your body? Because usually it's best the lighter and more organic and more raw you can eat, the better. But that might not be for everyone. I understand that. But just really check in with the type of food that you're consuming. And if you're feeling something, maybe is out of balance, your diet is a great place to start. And the next one, how are you sleeping? Because so many people are just not getting enough sleep right now. If you're not getting enough sleep, how are you going to expect to feel energetic and happy the next day? And everyone's sleep needs, vary from time to time, but you check in with how long you're sleeping and are you getting the quality of sleep you need? Next is, how's your self-care? How are you taking care of yourself? Are you getting massages? Are you getting healing work? Are you hanging out with your friends? Are you feeling supported, whether it's from yourself or from other people? But what's your self-care routine look like? And I think for a lot of people, you have no self-care routine. I was like that too. I had no self-care routine because as a man, I don't need it. I can take care of myself, blah, blah, blah. It was all this programming in my head that I just needed to shake it free and just take care of myself. Why is that so hard for people to do? So figure out a self-care routine that really nurtures you, that really takes care of you, because this is one of the best things you can do. It's the best investment you can make is taking care of yourself. Next one is, are you meditating? Do you have any spiritual practice? Are you connecting with spirit in any way? And for some people, they might have any practice. You might not be doing anything to connect with spirit. And not that you have to, but it's another way to really open your heart, to bring about that healing. And it's just a great way to feel connected with something bigger than yourself. And for a lot of people that I meet out there, they say they meditate, but they don't do it regularly. And the power of meditation is in the practice, is that you're actually doing it. You're actually doing it on a regular basis, because it's through that regularity and that commitment to that regularity that a lot of powerful shifts happen. So create some sort of spiritual practice, create some way of tuning in, create some way of creating silence and stillness in your life finally. Next one is, are you journaling? I mean, for me, the two rules that I have is that my day will always be better if I meditate and I write my journal. So try journaling. It's such a healing practice, and it will help bring clarity, I promise you, to so many issues you might be working on or struggling right now. So get out that journal and just journal. You don't know what to journal about, just write about anything. Even if you have a short story or something you're imagining, or you want to decompress your day, or you want to write down some, delicious menu items or a recipe you had in your mind, just start journaling. Let your pen flow, and so many therapeutic healing things will come from that journaling. So these are some of the things I check in. If you're feeling funky, if your days aren't working right, get into nature. How are you eating? How are you sleeping? How's your self-care routine? How's your meditative or spiritual practice? And then journal about it, because that's a great way where you can actually look back and see these monumental shifts that we're going in, because not every day is going to be great. Not every day is going to be blissful and full of light and luminous of love. But there are ways that we can make any day better, even the really crappy days. So I hope some of these suggestions help, and I know they really help me. So if they help you, please, utilize them. Let me know how they work. And if you have any other things, in your self-care routine, or if you're feeling funky, how do you become more luminous, more vibrant? Please, share in the comments, or let me know, because I'm always looking for new ideas to make my life better and to help other people's lives get better.